This is the Bluetti Charger 1. This is an alternator charger that is used to eliminate solar on the roof of your car. This little gray box goes directly to your battery with a very heavy duty cable. Not this one, this is from something else, and not these cables here. And you can get 560 watts out of it. There's an app that you can configure, and you can dial in how much your power station can accept. So this is one of the, I like EcoFlow better than Bluetti, but I have mostly all EcoFlow stuff. I also have the EcoFlow charger, but the EcoFlow charger doesn't work with the smaller EcoFlow units, which I happen to have at my house, and then the small one in the small one's in the car running the fridge here, So the problem is, if you try to plug one power station into the cigarette lighter, you're only going to get 120 watts, and that would take a long time to charge 768 watt hours. I mean, a very long time. So EcoFlow sells their own alternator charger, and it works up to 800 watts, and this is the cable they give you, and there's a huge fuse in the engine compartment. Now what I did was I actually took that out and picked up this Bluetti alternator charger 1. Thanks, Dad, for the birthday gift. This is what I used it for. And now when I'm running my car, this can charge 220 watts. That's the maximum input of the EcoFlow, what's this one called? River 2 Pro. I can leave the big one at home, because this thing will run the fridge for quite a while. So you can go into the Bluetti app, you can change the voltage and all that. So it'll work with any power converter. And it's great. They give you a cable, which I didn't have to run. I had to tap in here and it was very difficult to tap into this, so I didn't want to cut the cable, because then one day I might want to put the bigger one back in. But that's it. Highly recommended at least until EcoFlow comes out with theirs. Technically, I could use this on the solar input of this fridge, but I don't know what the maximum input is on this one. Probably pretty slow. 560 watts. If you consider how big 6 solar panels are, it's pretty damn obvious. This is more of a stealth charging solution, So this is saying I'm at 77%, and just driving around for 47 minutes will fill it all the way up. I drive half an hour to work and back, so that should be enough. Once I get this up to 100, you should have no trouble keeping this totally full, just driving back and forth to work. So check it out. You can get it online. I happened to get a deal on it because it was like $150 off or something. If you have any kind of power station, if you have the big EcoFlow, I would just go with their charger. It charges faster and it's better quality. But if you have a different model, until they come out with a cable, this is the only real solution that I would trust. There's some Chinese knockoff brands. I wouldn't trust them at all. I don't think they have the app and all that stuff. You can dial it up as much as you want. This does not require any kind of special cables. It just has like clamp downs, and you just put the input and the output. So I'm running the output into an XT60, and that's how I'm getting 220 watts. So yeah, this just kind of goes there out of the way. Maybe I'll mount it to the top or something so it's a little more neat. And we can keep the system going here while driving down the road, or even idling in this case. The Bluetti actually charges really, really fast. I mean, you could charge a big battery, and 800 watts is amazing. But it's not only compatible with the bigger not Bluetti, the EcoFlows. EcoFlow only supports the bigger units that have 2,048 watt hours instead of 768. I like EcoFlow better than Bluetti. I had some I can tell you that their service is way better. You know, if you email them, they get back to you. I had trouble getting through to Blue Eddy. Jackery, forget them. They're just finally catching up with the technology. They started it all, but I think EcoFlow makes better products. Thanks for watching.